Now, I know the King and Queen of Swords comes up, and people typically consider them the divorced couple. But they're still a dynamic duo. They're still together, even though they're divorced. If they were divorced, they wouldn't be considered the King and Queen of Swords, right? Come on. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like that. Especially with the Queen of Swords being Libra. Like, let's be real. Let's be real, guys. Okay? Like, they may be divorced, but they still have a thing going for them, okay? They still love each other. It's still very powerful. They're a very powerful couple, just like the King and Queen of Wands. They're not divorced, and they're still very strong and still together. So, I don't know. They could be the divorced couple, but I'm not seeing that, okay? So, Sagittarius. You guys are making me happy. All right, y'all making me happy. Because here you guys go. Your underlying energy is the Seven of Wands. You guys are standing by something, standing very strong about something. It's very interesting that you have the Four of Pentacles coming up. So it's something did you feel it's hard to open up about? It's hard to communicate. You feel the value of whatever it is that makes you feel stable, but at the same time, you know that there's something that you might need to come out and step out of your comfort zone to deal with. But I think it has a lot to do with the Seven of Wands. Now, what's underneath here is Seven of Swords. Very interesting. Taking a risk is a very big thing for you guys, and kind of going outside of your comfort zone. Whatever you guys are avoiding right now, it's not the time. It's not the time to avoid it. It's not the time to do any of that, because honestly, you have to defend it now. This is what you have to stand by. And I think this is, honestly, when you see this card here, especially this, I know she's defending herself and the cat, but typically this is her. She's defending herself against the people that have opposing little wands at her. And you know what? She's got the higher ground as well. So what are you not opening up about and not standing up for yourself about? Now, this could be a relationship. You guys are good at defending a relationship, but are you good at defending yourself? Because that's what the Four of Pentacles is pretty much talking about. If you're staying in this comfort zone because it's comfortable, are you doing what you feel like you should be doing? Are you doing yourself justice? Because when that Four of Pentacles came out, I was like, are y'all doing yourself any justice right now? Because the Six of Wands is saying, especially reversed, and I don't read reversals, it's reversed. It's saying that there is no victory in what you're doing because your actions are not being recognized, or you're not doing any exercise. You're not doing any sort of action to have triumph. So what are you keeping to yourself? What are you holding back to pretty much defend yourself right now? Now, what you guys are going through in your current state of being, you have the Six of Swords. You guys are going through a transition. You guys are moving from one place in your life onto the next. It's a really weird, uncomfortable, shift in life that you're hitting right now, because I think there is a lot of realizations that kind of hit up a certain period of time in your life that caused you guys to make the move. Okay, either internally or either internally or externally. Some of you guys actually may be traveling or have traveled. And this is the internet couple too. The Knight of Wands, the King and Queen of Swords. They rule the internet. So a lot of you guys could have long distance relationships. I don't know from a significant distance if there was a world here. I'd be like, y'all, this is a serious long distance relationship, and that's probably what you need to defend. It's sort of something in regards to the internet, but whatever. I'm not getting the whole international relationship thing, but I am getting distance between you and your partner, and it has a lot to do with the internet that keeps you guys connected. Now, what your hope is hope. Literally, and manifesting your dream and manifesting your wants. I feel like the star is a really good goal to have. I think you guys really want to reach for the stars. I feel like you guys have have aspirations and goals, and I feel like this transition is why you guys are on this journey now to really get to where you want to be. It may feel like it's out of reach, but you know that you can still touch it. But the thing that's keeping you from the star is fate. Fate is what's kind of keeping you at bay. And I'm not saying that the universe is putting you in is keeping you from your goal. This is a situation, this is a circumstance that's happening twice. Not once, maybe even 3 times for a lot of you guys. This is a sequence that's coming up for you again to really show you something, to really be like, hey, okay, this is a sequence. If you want this star, You have to prove it. You have to prove yourself. And I feel like that's what the Wheel of Fortune is coming up with, especially when it's next to that Seven of Wands is your underlying energy. It's time to prove yourself. Prove yourself worthy of what you want. And I think it has a lot to do with defending yourself. And honestly, the situation is very freaking clear. It's very bright. It's very shining. And it shows you the potential to happiness. But you have to kind of jump through, do some defending of yourself, I feel. Okay? If you're avoiding a situation, it's not going to help you. Avoiding it is not going to help. Right now, the Seven of Wands is really talking about standing your ground. All right? Being able to just taking on whoever kind of challenges you. And that's what it is. You have a lot of major arcana in this reading. So right here, guys, fate is how you handle the situation that's coming up is what's keeping you from going forward. Never the universe is what's keeping you from reaching a goal. There's always a hurdle that you may have to go through in your life that may not be voluntarily your fault. But how you react to it is what's keeping you there. So when I see the Wheel of Fortune here, it's not that the universe is keeping you from going to this goal here, the star, but how you're reacting to this cycle happening twice, more than twice maybe, is what's keeping you from getting to this goal. Because free will is so strong, so powerful that even when the universe throws a hurdle at you, the way you react to it can be its own blockage. And considering that everything's clear and pretty bright, you have the potential to happiness here. And that's what's the reason why the Wheel of Fortune is there, is because it's absolutely in your face. There's a problem, or there is something that is standing in your way and you can't overcome it. That is it's very clear to me that the only thing that's standing in your way is how you're reacting to the issue itself. So if something's hitting you really plainly in the face, are you going to let it keep hitting you in the face? Or are you going to just put your wand up and say, hey, you know what? I need you to not hit me in the face. So with your advice here, you have the King of Swords. So this is about standing by your truth. And typically I don't read mutable signs as kings, but this is very interesting. You guys might want to, consult a counselor or someone that has has good advice, someone that is very knowledgeable, maybe even a lawyer for some of you guys. Maybe this is a situation where there's a legal situation and it's very clear that you could win, but you just need a little bit of help, a little bit of side assistance. For a lot of you guys, this could be that the situation is all about potential happiness, but the Wheel of Fortune is coming up, so this is talking about something reoccurring again, and you have to stand by your truth. And I know, again, like I was saying, I don't typically read mutable signs as kings. This could definitely be an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, but I think this is really you finding your truth and being stern with your truth, being detaching from the situation and knowing what's right, knowing how to handle it, and being very truthful with yourself and the people around you. Be very honest. And honestly, speaking your truth, even if comes out a little harsh, you know how to do it. You're Sag. You don't mean to be mean. And everything that you say doesn't mean, it is not meant to come out in a very malicious way. But if you need to communicate something and you don't know how else to say it, then just say it. Because it's better you say it than you keep it in. Okay? But ultimately, know your truth, guys. That's the important message here. Know your truth and follow along with your truth. Literally master this. Communication is a very big key as well. Communicate, know your truth, think logically, detach. And I know it's super hard to do, especially for a fire sign, and that's not really your forte. But if you have to, let your emotions be that driving force to stand up for your truth, to be like, hey, you know what, my truth is not a welcome mat for you to walk all over and wipe your feet on. This is who I am. This is my boundaries. If you can't respect it, then you need to, get sliced and diced. Sagittarius, you're really good at slicing dice people, so don't be hesitating. And I know it's a lot of work, and it takes a lot out of you to even get that far. But if it's necessary. Now, in your feelings, you have the Queen of Swords, so you guys know your truth. You guys are feeling like you're going to chop somebody up anyway. Y'all are feeling it. And if this isn't you, this is somebody else. You're feeling very connected with somebody that's an air sign, an Aries, Libra, Aquarius. Sorry, Aquarius, a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, not Aries, okay? But either you're feeling them or you have somebody that's around you that's very good at communicating, that's very probably that's around you, that's kind of can be very serious at times. but they have a lot of good qualities. They're very honest, they're very straightforward, and they do, they have a lot of, they have a lot of integrity in their truth, okay? But I feel like you guys are feeling this person. Either you guys are feeling this person or you guys are this person. You guys are ready to kind of chop somebody up because you know that something was, because you know your truth. You know what you stand for. You know what you're honest about. And I feel like, or how you honestly are in a situation, despite how you feel. You have, ways of being. And I think, considering that the Seven of Wands is here, you're ready to kind of stand by that. You're ready to be like, hey, you know what? I can't deal with this. And I think this is why the Queen of Swords is there. But you have a suit card, a whole suit. Okay? Queen and King. So you are, for a lot of you guys, if you guys are not in a relationship with somebody, this is somebody that could be an air sign, but someone that has that's really good at communicating. Very charming. Someone that is very good with their words. Very intelligent. If they're not an air sign. Okay, because King of Swords King of Swords could be very well describing not only an Aquarius but a Scorpio. So be very mindful of that. But because Scorpios can be very cold sometimes, just like an Aquarius and just like a Libra and just like a Gemini. So just be very mindful of that as well for a lot of you guys. But I'm not getting any other water cards. I'm getting high Aquarius energy though, considering the Star and the King of Swords. So. You guys could be really looking to get some advice from an Aquarius right now. But most importantly, y'all, like know your truth right now. That's a big, important step. Knowing your truth and taking the steps necessary to defend your truth. Okay? I think you guys are shining away from it long enough. It's time to really be this shining light and beacon of, hey, this is me. You can't respect that. You need to go away. Okay? So... for your hopes and fears, you have Temperance. You guys want peace back in your life, no doubt. You guys want to be peaceful. You guys want things to be, just be all right. You don't want things to just kind of be all crazy and ready to beat somebody down because the Queen and Queen of Swords, they're ready to go to war at any moment. You guys want to have peace and just be chill and just relax and let the universe do what the hell they want to do and in the right time and the right notice. Okay, this is your card as well. So I feel like you guys really want to be in your energy and not someone else's. But at the same time, if need be, stepping on your turf is not acceptable, right? In your outcome, though, you guys have the Ace of Swords. So I feel like you guys are going to see things, or you guys going to begin something with, begin something toward a new perspective. But you also have victory through truth, and you also have victory with communication. Communication is the key, but victory is a very big, and really getting that vibe from this card, just getting victory from it, because you guys have this advice of being very stern, being very serious about what your boundaries are and what isn't. Boundaries are very clear because of the Seven of Wands, like I keep saying. But as long as you guys keep in mind what your truth is and you always defend yourself, you guys will be in the right track. You'll see victory in your circumstance. As long as you remain open to new perspectives, as long as you always remain open to communication and always continue to communicate, that is what's going to bring you that's what's going to bring you the victory. But right now, guys, the whole situation here is all about this situation that's coming up twice, and whatever's happening twice, however you're reacting to it is what's keeping you from the start. So whatever's happening, it's requiring you to know your truth and being able to stand by it and being defensive on it. And, and not defensive in like a cagey kind of way, but defensive and ready to really tackle it, right? To really just go after it and really just be very serious and stern about it. Okay? And that's your love lives. Wow. I'm gonna pull for you guys some romance angels. You guys saw that, right? You guys had You Deserve Love and something else come out, but there's too many cards. So one more soft shuffle. Make the effort, guys. Make the effort. And this is saying Great love is worth taking the steps you guided to take. So go with your truth right now. Follow your truth. If something doesn't follow along with your truth, defend it. Defend your truth. You know what I mean? If something doesn't go in the way that it's meant to for you, then it's time to fight for what you believe in. Right? I know it's not Knight of Swords energy, and typically the Knight of Swords energy is saying, fight for it, but honestly, the King of Swords would do the same. He would cut you in a heartbeat if you found that you were backstabbing him, betraying him, or not being honest with him. And same with the Queen of Swords. She will not play with you. You need to be exactly that in regards to what you believe is right and what you don't believe is right. Okay, there's too many cards. That's a lot of cards though. Okay. And your card from the Whispers of Love is appreciate this moment. Each and every situation has an opportunity to grow and find love. Yes. You have a good energy here. Nothing's really bad. It's all it's saying is to defend yourself. Defend what you love and really put your foot down when necessary. But there's a cycle that's happening twice, and despite whatever happens, you still have the potential to reach your goal. But how you react to it is what's important. How you react to this cycle happening again is what's important. Either you defend it, relax, do whatever you need to do. But as long as your truth is remaining intact into the situation, you don't have much to worry about. Just enjoy yourself. Okay? Six of Swords is not the best kind of card in the world, but it does talk about just, transitioning. Whoever you're changing into, you're changing for the better. Changing for the better version of you that you could possibly see. But it also brings out this truthfulness that's necessary for you to have in yourself to defend. So don't let anything stop you from your goal, not even yourself, Sagittarius. You are beautiful, you are strong, and you are magical. You guys have this. Just remain confident and remain vigilant on what your truth is. And that is what's going to help you get